4 Fulani S-men abducted in Abuja. Gunmen on Sunday invaded the Fulani settlement in Dogon Rural Community, Kwali Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory and abducted 4 herders and injured 1 other. A resident of the community who identified himself as Dalandi said the incident happened around 1:23 a.m. on Sunday when the kidnappers in their large number wielding AK-47 rifles invaded 2 Fulani settlements in the community. He said one of the herders who attempted to escape was inflicted with injuries with machete by one of the gunmen. It was when one of the herders was attempting to escape that he was attacked with a machete by one of the kidnappers, he said. The public relations officer PRO Ado of Fulani of Gowami Chiefdom, Malam Haruna Gambo, who confirmed the incident through telephone, said the kidnappers succeeded in whisking away 3 herders. He said one of the 4 kidnapped victims later escaped, even as he said 1 herder sustained machete cut from the kidnappers. It was when the kidnappers were leading them herders into the bush and discovered that blood was rushing too much, in which they abandoned him and went away with the remaining victims. He said the injured herder had been taken to an undisclosed hospital for treatment. The chief of Gomami, Alhaji Adamu Saba, confirmed the incident to our reporter. The spokesperson of the FCT Police Command, ASP Mariam Yusuf, did not respond to a text message sent to her phone number. Well, this whole thing is, is in many folds, but let's put it in 2 perspectives. One, this is to tell you that the government is not doing enough. Secondly, some people will tell you that nobody has monopoly to violence or whatever, whether good or bad. Nobody has monopoly to that. If you think you are nice, if you think you are okay, if you think you are better, you will see people who are much more better than you. And if you think that you are whatever you think you may be, you will see people who are even better than you in that field that you have already chosen. And once again, it could be that it's just a setup. Anything can happen, so that it don't look as if every now and then you always hear S-men, this S-men, that they themselves they see suffer this kind of a thing. It's in many folds, just like I said. But the bottom of the whole thing is that the government is not doing enough. The government is not doing enough. It could be that these Fulani S-men, the ones that were abducted, it could be that it's just a coincidence that some of that people might still be into this violence of 18 or into all this kidnapping and all this nonsense we've been experiencing. That's why they always say that nobody has monopoly to anything. You see people, you think you are better than them, or you think you are more stubborn, or you are more wicked than them. But there are some people who have more than that, who are much more than that in that as a perspective, just because it is not in their blood, but until when they are being pushed to do the same thing. And again, the area at which the government is not doing well is that since the government is so relaxed, it's like the government is comfortable with what is happening, because if really they want to do the right thing, they are serious about this whole thing, all this issue of nonsense kidnapping here and there would have been put to a hold, or to even to have been stopped permanently. But some people just feel that it's a free for all, that is the end thing, let us do the same thing. That's why I said it is in many perspectives, or in many folds, that you can really think about it, because we are not in a saner environment. If we are living in a saner environment, everybody will be able to prevent, okay, this is it, or maybe in the first place it wouldn't have happened in the first place. But because Nigeria, the more you look, the less you see a lot of things. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, believe it or not. Anything can happen. That is it. Anything can happen, and no stone can really be left unturned, because it's a free fall. It's becoming a normal thing. Like Erufai said, that it's a business. Those people are just doing business. They are not really threat to the national security. The people who are really threat to national security, not that they are national threat to national security, they are threats to their own benefits. All those politicians who are always talking about going against secessionists, agitators, this and that, because they are feeding from the government, and in as much that is going to happen, it's going to affect them. That is why they should just be telling us that the call for breakup is a threat to their own source of livelihood, because they depend on government. We've been saying it. We have people who have been living on government right from time immemorial, so you don't expect them. They are not creative. They can't do anything outside the government. So it's a threat to their own source of income, which is the government. So not that they are the threat to the national security. The real people who are threats to national security are these Fulani S-men, bandits who are committing all manner of atrocities here and there. They are the ones who are threats to the national security. But do we see government doing anything about it? No, they are not interested. They are not interested. And that is why you see that this problem keeps on coming up on a daily basis, keep on going higher and higher. Very, very unfortunate. And a lot of people are going into that. El-Rufai says it's a business. Those people are just doing their own business, and that is what the business people now feel that it's not a business that it's like government is even aware of it, or government is not really too keen or serious about clamping down on those who are involved in this kind of nonsense called business, according to Joe Igbokwe and El-Rufai. It's very, very unfortunate. So it is what it is. It could be true that they were abducted. It could be true. It could not be. It could be true that it was just a coincidence, and it could be as a result of those who think that they are powerful. Other people also have know how things are being manipulated. Is that not? Yeah, that's it. That is it. Now we can hear the police talking here and there. Before you know it, you hear that they have been released, or you hear that the people who are involved have been arrested, just like what happened in Jos. They started arresting people. But when this kind of thing happened in Igogo, did anybody arrest anybody? Did they arrest anybody? They didn't arrest anybody. Even when the governor of the state, Makinde, came out and said, "Oh, people should not just bother themselves. That what they are going to do is that the security agencies will go after those who committed those atrocities." Till today, it happened before. They said the same thing before it happened again. Did they say anything? Have we heard anything about it? No, you will not hear anything about it. That is how we have been rolling in this country, and things are not looking too good. Things are not really looking too good. Well, let's keep our finger crossed. Let's continue to watch and see where all of these things will land us, because everybody's just afraid. Everybody's afraid. Even you are traveling on the road, the economy, everything, everybody's handicapped. Everybody's just looking up to God. As far as these politicians are concerned, especially this regime that we are in now, they are so insensitive to the plight of the people.